Okay.
Hey guys, Joshua Peterson here, Peterson Electric. This is the second week of 2024. This is about my 2019 van. I bought a 177-inch wheelbase with a dually underneath back in 2019, so going on 5 years ago. Anyways, I really love this van. It's sturdy, but one thing I hated about it is the heater. And then also during COVID, the other thing was that we couldn't use a toilet for about 110 days in public. So I wanted to show you guys just a couple tricks of the trade for you electricians that are looking at getting a van. I like this van because it's long. You can get the extended long. I felt this was big enough. But yeah, so this, for my SEO guys, it's going to be a heater on the back of the van. So I'll show you this. I built this up right here just so I could put my toilet in here. This is great in case of an emergency. But this is the diesel heater up here, or the diesel, excuse me. It's 1.5 gallons, diesel only. They say it'll go about 18 hours. Okay, and so there's a little control module right there. And remind you, you got to put a little disconnect switch. Okay, otherwise you'll drain your battery. Once you hit the disconnect switch on, it says you're ready to go. The first time you do it, to prime it, you got to hit the down button and hold it, and then the gear button. Once it's primed, it takes about 20 minutes. You have to be patient. Now it shows you the heater coil's heating up. I just turned it off, so it's still real warm. I did it with a battery. I do not want to put this on my truck battery. It will kill your battery. You have to have a way to disconnect it every time. And I don't want it hurting my vehicle. So if I don't want that battery in the winter or in the summer, I'll take it out. I don't care. But that's how I did this one. This is that little plate that you had to drill they gave you. We got this on Amazon. It's like a $180, $200 unit. Okay, you have to have a 1-inch unibit, and you do have to drill out the intake, the black one, with the 1-inch unibit, because you have to get it wider. It wasn't wide enough to get the pipe through. The silver pipe goes through, and that's going to be your exhaust, and then there's a little gas line. And I taped up my gas line. Okay, you can see all that. And the heater, I bent it backwards on purpose, just so I can get my ladder in here. And then I just put a little L bracket and a strap to hold it. I put some aluminum tape. And I wouldn't advise you to hit that against the carpet, but it's not. I have a disconnect in there because I used to use this as a sleeper van. And I put a little Milbank, like 4-circuit disconnect box in case I wanted to power up outlets. Okay, because I do have outlets in the van, which is an extension cord down below. So I could hook up anywhere I want and just run some outlets. I have some outlets up there, so if I wanted to turn it back in a conversion van, I could. I stuck my little gas line down through a hole already drilled. Okay, that's kind of how that turned out. The gas line goes up. You do have to have your pump at a 45 or a 90. And then this was actually backwards on their instructions. Last time I couldn't get it to prime. Okay, so now that's working fine. And then I put a little silicone around this. You got to get that needle down. Now you do have to take a number 14 bare copper, solid piece of copper up there and fish this and then pull it back down. Okay. So the heater's running. I'm going to turn it on. It does come with a little remote. My wife put that up front here. And that's just an on and off. And it works very well. Oh, sorry, it's right there. And that thing works really well. You just hold the button. And then down here, I want to show you how I ended it as I came through. So the cavity on this 2019 was so much easier than my 2012. Paul, give me that light. Oh, here it is. Just want you guys to be able to see this. So that's kind of what the van looks like. And It's a dually back end, so I had plenty of space under here. I drilled these holes just a little larger. This guy, I didn't want it melting the wood, and this thing gets so hot. And then I used a little bean clamp. Are you electricians? Just a side bang on, worked perfect with the self tapper. Used another bang on clamp right there. And this is my intake, and this is my external. I just wish this was a beefier pipe, that black one. But I put aluminum foil, like air duct guys use, just in case a rock hits it or the cold. And then I tie strapped it out of the way so it stays away from the heater. And that's how it drills out through the bottom. You do not want your exhaust going to the front of the van. You want it out the back of the van, okay? If you have a muffler, keep that air intake away from it, the black one. And this turned out really nice. It hangs off the back, but it doesn't hurt anything. So, that's my buddy Paul. Anyways, that's my little setup, my crew area, bathroom, and heater. Kind of works well when you're isolated on a job site and homeowner's not home and you can't go to the bathroom. Anyways, yeah guys, so just follow the instructions. I have another video on it. The only thing I don't like about this heater is it does stink up the cab a bit. I'm not sure I would feel comfortable sleeping with that. I don't mind on a job site during the day to go in and out so I can stay warm, but I sure don't know if I would say this is great to sleep, not knowing if carbon monoxide is really bad, but it just has a stink to it. I know that the diesel canister itself, that 1.5 gallon that's supposed to go 18 hours, where it holds the diesel, that tank doesn't leak. I think it's more that heater, but you can hear that little blower. That thing is wicked hot. Yeah, it's blowing good, guys. You can see it vibrate. Wish you could feel that, but man, after 20 years of being in vans, I've never had anything as nice as that. And I'm telling you, on these 2019 and 2020 12 vans, I just bought a 2024 Sprinter. I'll do a video on the 3 different styles. I'm telling you guys, you cannot run these diesels and clog up the EGR valve. That's the only thing, because of this stupid DEF system in them. So this is a good way to keep the cab warm while you're working, and then you don't have to get super cold. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Hope you have a good New Year.